Shalom, this is me. This is my fifth time doing this because I don't know. Keeps throwing my phone out of the older, and I'm trying to get you out. I'm going to turn you because you're going to lean, but that's not going to work either. Oh, good grief. Because I can't be in my house because Hunter decides to watch something that's going to be copyright. Are you still there? Let's see if I can take the power button out. Because I am hooked up, you see. How am I going to do it? Put you behind her back and point you to the sky. Maybe we can do it. You're on her back, so I don't know. Yes, I made a funny noise because I'm trying to get out of this weather door. And I blooming hate it. Now I'm going to shine you into the sun. Oh, it's not going very well, is it? Yes, we got lots of cloud. We're expecting a strong thunderstorm to roll in today. I'm going to try and get under the little bit of awning I've got for the front door. So me and her in the shade. It's 98 degrees out. It feels like 104. So I'm not going to try do a big one because we're outside. But yeah, that's our cloud cover. Same's in the back. I just wanted to do one where we're in outside. But I don't know because I have no glasses on, sunglasses. That's my next door neighbour. That's a Airbnb. So that's that. Oh. And then there's the front. And I'm trying to hide from the sun. Because like I said, I can't do it in the house. Yeah, I'm just kind of showing you onto my street. Yeah. I'm trying to show you to my street, but I'm trying not to show you my mailbox number either. So, I don't know. I just don't have a clue on what to do. I'm trying to keep us cool. So I'm going to turn her in there. So I'm going to turn you around. Shalom. The camera's there, so I'm probably looking at it. I don't know. But yeah, this is Serafina. She is in there. And there she is. You see her face. Yes. Don't want to go too low because I am in a low cut top. I am actually in a low cut top today and I don't like it. So I'm glad I'm not going nowhere. My husband's gone to a trial. Here's one of the jurors on a trial. Don't know what trial it is, so don't ask. No, he's not usually a member of the trial people. He is being made to do it by the government, as they do it to everybody that works. You've got to get time off work to go do jury duty. Welcome to America. It's one thing I blooming hate about it. But luckily, I've never had to have that because, I don't know. I don't know. Been here 12 years and I've never been asked to do jury duty, maybe because I'm my own management, I don't know. That's the bottom of my ramp. They look like stinging nettles, but they're not. They look like it, but they don't feel like it. There's no sting to them. So when my sister came to Britain, you see I don't have a zoom in on this. Where is it? There. When my sister came to Britain, she touched a stinging nettle thinking that they weren't going to sting her because of them. And oh my gosh, she broke out in the worst hives I've ever seen anyone come out in them. And I said, we might have to take you to the clinic, you know, because of the stinging nettles. And she was like, no, I'm fine. We didn't take her to the clinic, luckily, but it was still worrisome. Are you wiping your boogers on me, girl? Yeah. So, yeah, the stinging nettles. They do look, they do imitate it. They're very identical, but they're not stinging. I would love to put you in a corner on my stand. I could go into my bedroom, but that's where my other son is. He is playing on his phone, my charger's on my charger. Now I'm in the sun. Ugh. That's kind of okay when my back was against the sun, but I'm against the door. So yes, I don't know. I don't want it to leave there too out, so I'm not going to do a long one. I just started seeing the clouds and I thought, yeah, that might be a good idea to... I'm just going to do my lens because it looked dirty. I thought, yeah, let's show them what it looks like outside. I've done a vlog, but I've never posted it and I deleted it, of me cutting one of my vinyl ribbons. I think it was my pickle sculpt or my... It's between... No, it's not my pickle sculpt, she's smaller than that. It's between my Lulu sculpt, which I've still got, and she's called Danny, or it was my Maddie sculpt and it was called Asher. I just can't remember. But I did a vlog outside and I was like down on the first step. It was like summertime, like now. And I decided to take I had a coffee with me as well, and I decided to take a stroll down there and do a copy. Nobody bothers me here. They know I've got reborn dolls. They know they're not real. And I took a stroll down to the first landing because this is like the first and second. What I'm on is now is classed as a second landing because it's near my front door. Can you hear the bells? Listen. $2 in the afternoon. They usually play music, and at about 6 I'll try and come online and do that. I'll probably go live on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go live or not, but yeah. This is me and baby Serafina. So yeah, I'm not sure. Hi. Thank you. And yeah, that was my postman. I say hi to him. I say hi to them if I see them. There's two different ones. Steve the other day hit... He wasn't driving the UPS truck. It was actually with someone else. I don't know. I don't think it was Steve. Ricky said he's delivered... Yeah, it was Steve. It was a postman. His name's not Steve. He was a proper mailman and he bashed his door into my passenger wing mirror on the car. And he said, you'll probably get a call today or tomorrow, which has already been 3 days ago since he did it. No, day before yesterday, so today's the second day. And I don't know, when was it? Not yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, right? He did it Saturday. You see, my husband doesn't follow the Shabbat and he'll go out shopping for groceries, and I say I'm not doing it. Because it's Shabbat, you don't work, you don't shop, you don't do anything. It's kind of like the Mormons on a Sunday. You go to church, you go to synagogue, for us, and you just don't do anything. You just go home and relax and have a good time. But he'll go out and buy groceries. And as I said, I am not that kind of Jew that will go. I might not be fully Orthodox. I was raised Orthodox, but I now believe in Jesus Christ. No, I'm not. It's classed as like a Christian Jew or Messianic Jew, but because I still follow Passover and things, I might not come under that. I have been told that I do, but I'm not sure, and if I do, okay. I'm not bothered about that because I do like Christians. I have come across a few Christians that don't like Jews, and they call Jesus Muslim, but I don't correct them. I just go on about my way. I give you a smile because it's your choice what you class him as. It's not mine, you know. I know what he is as a Jew, but I just don't have the patience. Knock 10 years off me, or maybe 20 years off me, and I'd argue up a storm. Now I'm older, and just like, get on with it. Just do what you believe in and just leave me alone, kind of thing. And yeah, I'm 45, and I'm just like, to hell with it. I'm not fighting. There's enough hate in the world. I'm not gonna do it. My sisters will do it, and they're older than me. One's 4 years older and one's 10 years older than me. They'll fight up a storm. Me? No. I would defend myself if someone hit me, I'd hit back. But to argue over something? No. I'd fight for Jesus, yeah. But to like cause a big fight, and I mean a huge fight over it? No. My sisters would gladly do it. Me? No. Never. Never have, never will. It's just not worth it. You're here getting up high blood pressure, arguing over something, and they're like feeding off it and saying, yeah, bring it, bring it. Yeah, I've got Yahweh written on my door in Hebrew. It says Yahweh. There's my mezuzah. You touch it, kiss your hand. You can touch it again if you want to, if you double tap. Sometimes I'm a double tap, sometimes I'm just one. Depends what mood I'm in. I'm like, duh, gone on my way. Most of the time I'm a double tap. I'll tap it, kiss my hand, tap it again, and go in. As you say the prayer. But, yeah. Ooh, temperature's dropping. I'm enjoying it. I might not rush this. I'm just scared. Will she melt? You know? She's not sticky because I've just pounded her face. Because that's where everybody just wants to touch her, is her face. And I kiss her on the cheek like twice a day. But the kids, my sons just want to touch her face and touch her nose like that, or go like that on her nose, or to play with her ears. And I'm like, can you please leave her alone? If she was asleep and she was real, you'd leave her alone. And I'm like, they're like, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's like, you. If you're a parent to real kids, you'll understand. If you're not a parent to real kids, you can always do one of your older babies, like if you've got a toddler. Do them like that. Oops, I just banged into my door. Oh gosh. No, it's not a rant day today. I should have. No, I'm sick and tired of the weather. No, I'm not. I love hot weather. Even though I'm pale because I do have red hair. See? Ding! I can show my hair if I want to. As a Jew, I have the right to show my hair if I want to. I'll cover it. No, I still haven't got right. That's why I look pale. I don't know what the heck I've got. And that's what it can do. It can go to heck. It's not doing it. Sick to death of being sick. After 2 days of being sick, you get sick and tired of it. So, yeah. But I get along with it. And yeah. Oh, somebody did call me out on one of my skin tags. Yes, I've got one skin tag on my neck. And that came up pretty recently, and I don't like it, but I don't know how to get rid of it. The dude on the Harley, he lives down there. He is friendly enough. He is part of a biker gang, but they don't meet over here, and if they do, it's like 3 of them. And they sit out in the front yard drinking beer. It's like, aren't you supposed to be doing something crazy? Because you're not an Hells Angel. I used to hang with the Hells Angels back from being 12 years old. Well, they were in my family. My family used to hang around with them. One of my uncles, called Uncle Chuck, his name's Charles. Yes, he has a British name. Of course, he was. My grandma, she's my mum's mum. She's Jewish, but she liked the royal family. And she said when she was growing up, if she ever got the opportunity to live and be like a British person, she would choose. Don't know what that was. She would choose London. Well, sadly her wish didn't come true. She did not live in London, never has lived in London. And she ended up in West Yorkshire instead. Now, West Yorkshire is like a Muslim place. It's full of Muslims. So you could say that was a Muslim everything. All Muslims. So a Jew lived among Muslims. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't difficult. So yeah, growing up, I've hung around with Muslims. I've had a best friend who was a Muslim girl. Sadly, she got married at 15. Yes, 15, not 9. Not this time. Another friend got married at 9 years old. But that's a different story. This one I'm talking about, she got married at 15. She was forced to get married. She was supposed to get married 5 years earlier, but something happened, so she couldn't go back to Pakistan and get married earlier. So they waited till she was 15. That's when, well, her mum got cancer, so she battled it for 5 years and she won. So it sounds like someone's cutting the yard. I'm just hoping it's not Henry, because Henry's on his own and I don't like him cutting the yard. But it could be someone at the back, because I've got houses at the back of me too, so who knows. But as I was talking of, Mum had cancer and she fought it for 5 years and she won, and I was happy she won because I loved her mother too. And she then got married and I never saw her again. So I was angry with her mother, like, thank you for taking away my best friend, you know. And she came back on Facebook, but she came back strange. She wasn't the girl I once knew. And she said, I have a daughter. She was born in 97, so she was 17 when she had her. And no, she was born in 96, so my friend was 16 when she had a daughter. And she said, I raised her for like 2 years, and then I realized that no matter what we did, we didn't love each other, but we gave it a try, and he took the child. And she says, I've never seen my daughter since she was 2. And I said, how do you live how can you live with that? You can't see, you've never seen your daughter since she was 2 years old. And she went, no. And then when her daughter reached 16, she finally reached out to my friend. And she said, Mom, you know that girl you went to school with, the Jewish girl? And my friend said, yeah. And she says, I've come across a photograph of her and you at school. And she went, really? Can you send it? And she said, her daughter sent it to her and she sent it to me. And she went, Becky, do you remember this? And I went, oh my goodness, yes. I was like 12 years old there. And she went, yeah. Do you remember? I said, of course I remember. I said, that was the best day ever. And then her husband started being weird. And she went, I've got to go, I've got to unfriend you. My husband doesn't like Jews. And I said, well, what do you think? Do you think you could be a friend with me still, even though you knew me as a Jew growing up? And she went, if I had my way, I would be still your best friend. But unfortunately, I cannot. So I said, do what's best, you know, for your marriage. I said, if that means you're not going to be friends with me, then we're not going to be friends. But I'll always hold you in my memory and in my heart. And she went, likewise. That's a woody woodpecker singing somewhere. Oh, it's a mockingbird. So, yeah, I still like that girl. She was a good girl. She didn't like war either. So she's like me. She won't speak about war. She doesn't want to talk about war. She doesn't even like it. I don't want to talk about war. I don't want to speak about war. I don't want to see it. And I don't want to hear about it. I do watch the news, of course. But I don't want to talk about it. It's too much. The more you talk about it, the more you start to turn. I don't want to turn dark. I don't want to turn anything into hate. I refuse to hate anything. So, yeah. I don't like the wars, I admit. And if you notice, I said wars. Because there's not just one in East. There is one in Europe. And I just don't like any war. Then there's like speculation of Pakistan going to war with India. It's like, oh my God, just stop already. It's just annoying, and I don't want to go down that path. I hear it. When you've grown up in war, you see it different. When you haven't grown up in war and you've had a cushy life, then it's not a big deal. But it's more scary for you. And I don't want no one to ever face war. No one. So yeah. Oh, the wind's picking up. Maybe we might get that storm. I'm hoping so, but I just hope it doesn't strike the tree. I'll show you. It happened a few weeks ago. I did a video about it, or just after it. Then I'll show you the tree. So that's the tree that it got struck. Maybe you might see the broken bark. It started from there and it came down. It nearly at the bottom. So yeah, that house I just showed you is the friends of ours. They're good Christian people. They said hello to me first. Hello, Henry, you trying to get out? Let me move forward.
I know.
I didn't hear you knocking, kiddo. Henry.
I got pulled over by the police officer.
Okay, it's playing Roblox. I'm sure that's not copyright. I hope it's not.
No, because I always see YouTubers play on
Yeah.
Roblox.
It got... Someone's using a drill. I guess everybody's working on today. Monday fun day. But yeah, Henry, can you turn that down a bit? I came out here so I could do a video. I can't go far. Like I say, if I need toilet, Mom! No, I can't do it. Mom! What? I'm in the bathroom, go away.
Yeah, I'm going back in my bathroom.
It's not hot, Henry. If you feel it in a minute, you're going to feel the chill in the air. We've got a cold front coming in, and it's going to get colder within these 3 days. It's going to dip to like 79 from 90 to 79.
It's going to rain today.
Yes, it's going to rain today, and it's going to start thunderstorm today. Which is a yay kind of day, because I love thunderstorms. I know there's do. There's nothing to be scared about. It's just hot and cold air meeting together. Like husband and wife. Sometimes we don't get on for a few minutes, and then next minute We're best friends again.
Like me and my girlfriend.
Yeah, like you and your girlfriend, on off, on off. That's the only relationships I hate. I really dislike the on-off relationships. If you break up, move on and go find someone else. Because if you get back together, you're both silly. And it's not going to really work. You're going to be breaking up again. I can't stand the on-off relationships. I don't understand it. If you love each other, stay together. If not, leave.
Well, me and I did. No, me and my girlfriend.
No, you and your girlfriend were forced to separate
No,
by her grandma.
no, the grandma don't care. For her.
But if she chose the best friend over you, that doesn't say she's a good girl, does it?
No, because her friend says that if she don't, she takes her food.
Eh?
She takes her food. Her food if she doesn't.
She takes her what?
Food.
She takes her food from her?
Yeah.
Then your girlfriend needs to tell her grandma that she lives with. You know, she's a fat girl that does it. I'm not picking on anyone because I'm fat too. But she is a bully on top of a bully. I've never seen anyone like her. She'll bully people for food.
Who?
That girl that told your girlfriend to leave you.
It was a skinny girl.
But she'll bully you for food. And I don't understand it. I just don't understand bullies. That's just pure mean and evil, and I don't do it. But as I was showing you around, as you notice, my car's not here, like I said. Ricky has gone to do jury duty, and I'm not into it. He's not allowed to talk about the case, which is understandable. He's not allowed to do anything, and he didn't want to do it. But if he doesn't do it, he will be arrested. And I came out and said, if you were an American Jew, you wouldn't have to do the jury duty. Now, he's anti-Semitic. He does not like Jews. He hates Jews. He knew I was a Jew when I married him. And he still knows I'm a Jew. The only thing he don't like is this one and the black one. He said, I look like Aunt Jemima. Well, Aunt Jemima was a beautiful black woman. And as you can see, my son's African. I love Africans. Who is that? Not for here.
I'm going.
You're going in.
Yeah. That car.
Well, I don't know. You cannot feel the, maybe because you've got black hair and your hair's so thick and it's curly and beautiful. Mine's red, curly, and I do like redheads. I do like any colour hair. I love blonde hair. I love everything. But sometimes, if you've got black hair, you can't be out in the sun. Now the sun's changed. It's over there a little bit. It's at 3 o'clock. It starts in the east, which is over there, and it ends in the west, which is over there. Yes, I've got a peace sign. It was supposed to have a fan, a turquoise fan behind it, a Japanese fan. But because I did it straight after leaving military, I was in Royal Air Force. The moment I quit, I did that. Everyone does it. It's like, because it resembles peace, it also resembles a plane. And yes, I've asked Chinese and I've asked Japanese, what does this mean? I've gone up to them bold as brass and I said, excuse me, I am not trying to cause anything, I'm not being rude, but what does this mean? And they said, it means peace, level, quiet, serenity. And one said you can underline it all. Peace, serenity, calm, tranquility. So I said, thank you. So it doesn't mean anything bad. And they went, no, why? I said, well, my sister said this and a friend said that. which my sister and a friend did say it was saying bad words in Chinese. And I thought, oh my goodness, no. I said, what about Japanese? Because it was supposed to be like Japan. And they said, yeah, it's the same. Because they both speak Cantonese. And I went, no. And all my friends that I was with in the Air Force and those before me that's got it, they said, listen, it doesn't mean that. And I said, well, my sister might know more than you. You know, you believe blood more than you do anyone else. Well, I believe my sister. But when I had my tattoo done, which was my first tattoo, was a cross on my arm. And it resembled all my comrades I'd lost. My best friends I'd lost. And my family. All my family members that's died of sickness and, you know, old age. So that resembled that. And my dad went up the wall. He said, why did you do that? You do know that's not on our side. That's against us. And I said, Dad, it's just a tattoo. He said, yes, but I said, Dad, it's got a meaning to it. He said, I don't care if it's got a meaning. I don't care if it said, I support God. He said, you don't do tattoos. And I said, well, Dad, it's too late. I'm not having it removed. My dad didn't speak to me for a few hours after that. He said, don't have any more done. Just don't show it. Wear longer short sleeve. Don't show it. And I wore normal t-shirts that covered it. And then I decided to get another tattoo, and it was a butterfly right next to it. And my dad said, you didn't listen to me the first time. I said, what made you think I'd listen to you the second time? He said, you do know you've got to answer to somebody higher than me. And I said, yes, Dad, I do. I still do. I still have to answer somebody higher than my father, but my Abba was the best. And I know I wound him up, and I loved winding him up. I wasn't a daughter that was off the rails completely. I'd already done that. I went off the rails at age 14. I was drinking, I was hanging around with the wrong crowd. Then by the time I was 16, I stopped drinking completely. And I've never drank like that. Yes, I do drink red wine now and then. Every occasion, like Passover, Sukkot, Hanukkah, then yes, I will drink red wine. But then I waste a full half a bottle. What's the point? You know, if I was 15, that would have all gone in one day. That's how bad I was, I swear to you. I was not a good person, not time. I have gone down the I want to challenge kind of thing, and I want to be a brat kind of thing. I wasn't a goody two shoes, halo around my head. My halo slipped and choked me. Seriously. But I just liked winding him up, and I decided to wind him up with tattoos. I have 7 tattoos. 7 tattoos my dad don't like. But he likes the story of them. He likes the story behind them. But he don't like them. My sister, my older sister is 10 years older than me. She has about 25, 30 tattoos, maybe 35 now. He didn't say a word to her, but there again, that's his stepdaughter. Two of my sisters are his stepdaughters. But to me, they're my real sisters because we're from the same mom. So I don't class them as stepchild, stepdaughter is from a completely different woman, different dad. So if you marry somebody who've already got kids and that person's already got kids, that's stepkids. And I will treat my stepchild as my own. And I will treat their father as family too. But I've been married twice. and I have no stepchildren. So I don't have to worry about that because my first husband, for some unknown reason, became barren. He could no longer have children. I guess because he was an alcoholic, he did something to himself and he can't no longer be a parent. He cannot father children no more. And I felt sad and upset about it, and so did he. And he knew that they were his because I said, when we got divorced, I'll do a paternity test to prove that these are yours. He didn't ask for a paternity test, but I wanted to prove it because his mum asked for it. So I did, and they came back as is. And he questioned it then. He said, right, it's her fault, my new wife. I said, well, ask your wife if she'll go do a test, if she can have children. It's not a big deal. Well, she got tested and yes, she is fertile. But she doesn't mind if she has children or not. She's happy. She's got dogs. And she does have a reborn. So she's happy with that. She said she don't want no more reborn. She just wants that one. And she's got 3 dogs. Well, they've got 3 dogs. And I saw them on Facebook, and that's how I started talking to them. I don't speak to them anymore. I just spoke to them that one time. Well, it was like for 2 weeks I spoke to them. And then we just thought, I just gave up talking, and they gave up talking. And that's actually 4 children. All my 4 children are his. 2 of my children are not his. Henry's not his. Hunter's not his. Hunter's my second husband's child. And Henry, well, there's a story I'm not going to tell you about. So, yeah. The big men did come. Okay. Well, I've been on here 37 minutes. So I was only going to be on here 10. And I keep checking her. See, you can see her head move. That's me touching her skin. And she seems fine. She's not sticky. She's not like runny. I don't know. I'm just nervous of being outside with the silicone. Because they said silicones will melt. Well, the sun's not on her. She's got a long sleeve. She's got mitts on. She's got socks. She's got long pants on that's covering her legs. She's got her hat on. Yeah. Well, I've been on here, like I said, 37 minutes and 56 seconds. So, I didn't expect to be on here like that. I was going to be about 20 minutes. But we started gassing, and it did kind of go into, well, this is life kind of thing. But the dark clouds are really coming in. They're still blue clouds. The sun's still out cracking the flags. I hide from the sun as much as I possibly can. Otherwise my eyes water like this. Nope, my sunglasses are in the truck. My husband's got the truck. Go figure. I had sunglasses galore, including my sister-in-law's. But my son's decided I need sunglasses today for school. I need this, I need that. And I'm like, seriously? Bring them back. They never came back. I said, where's my sunglasses, babe? I don't know. I left them. I lost them at school. Really? Oh, well, they're 10 a penny from Dollar Store. Some were not from the Dollar Store. Some were like $15, $20. On my sister's. My sister-in-law, my best friend, my everything. But yeah, I'm going to show you the clouds one more time. There you go. They're coming in. It's rolling in. Still plenty of blue sky. So I don't know. That's a Airbnb. That's a Airbnb, and behind that garage over there, there's another studio that he lets out as well. So if you become a neighbour one day, hi, come and say hi and I'll give you a coffee. I'll give you cake. I've just made 2 cakes today. One's fruit and one's chocolate chip cake. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here. I have the button to press. Oh my goodness, that felt so good. You probably might have heard that breeze on my phone. Ooh, and it's coming from the east. So definitely, everything that comes from the east is going to be a thunderstorm. Or south-southeast. Then it's going to be thunderstorm. If it's north-northwest, it could be a tornado. But even from the south-southeast, it can be a tornado. It can spew one or two. We'll see. No tornadoes listed, but probably like a 1 if there is, which is like 10. We say it's like a 10-mile radius, something, 10%. 1% chance, so it's not that big. So I'm going to end here. I'm going to press this button. I've been with you for 40 minutes, almost an hour. I want to get inside. I am starting to sweat. Even though I don't sweat on my face, I'm sweating in my hands. So I'm going to say bye. Don't want to melt her. I love you. Be safe and love each other. Didn't work. All done. Still didn't work, did it? All done. Yes, I'm going back inside. Okay, it's not working. So I'll see you later. Bye.